Yeah, this is point blank. Coming in hard and off the card, coming with the flow from the barrio, and coming with that heat from the damn street. This is PBN Point Blank National News. The late and the great edition and the ghetto edition as well. With the facts, the crackbacks, and a little bit to their lying ass lips. Hope everybody's on board up in the walls and shit. You know what I mean? You ever know these people in the Middle Island, I tell you, boy, it's really, you know what I mean? But at the same time, this is PBN Point Blank, National News. The late and the great edition and the ghetto edition as well. Because this is what we must do at all times. Now today we see a lot of, stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We see, situations, and we even see even where there are now 148 refugees, as they call it, has been, I guess, what should we call it? They have been legalized in, I think, I don't know if it's Missouri or wherever it was, but, one of them states, 148, have been, given that legal right in all ways to rock the boat, you know what I'm saying? So we're looking at that situation in itself, you know what I mean? Now we're looking at even here on today's news, you know what I'm saying? This is coming in by 2 days ago, you know what I'm saying, coming off the hill, you know what I mean? You see where Missouri AG said he'll sue New York over lawfare against the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm saying? This is coming in by Yash, like Roy. You know what I'm saying? What do we see where Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey, Republican, announced Thursday he intends to sue the state of New York, ways, you know what I'm saying, the state of New York over the unconstitutional lawfare against the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. I agree with that point 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it didn't have to be Trump. It could have been any other president, running for office and trying to do good for the country or keep the country on a more level, balanced understanding in itself, you know what I'm saying? Because what we have seen over the many years right here in the United States is more than, a fair share of what we call sometimes straight garbage. You know what I'm saying? Under the pretense of loving you so much and they care so much about you until they make the statements out their mouth that show you, and not only that, show you the action in itself. You know what I'm saying? So we know from all that we have a lot of things to do in our country that needs to be done. One thing we can't have is an unconstitutional warfare or lawfare against the President of the United States or any individual that have running for office or had run for office or even running for presidency a second term. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that type of, garbage going on because that in itself can destabilize our country, in many ways, especially if there's no, overstanding of people stepping up to be in the position of leadership. But the leadership is the problem that we're having that is corrupted and have been corrupted for many, many years all across the planet Earth, even spreading misinformation and disinformation as well. You know what I'm saying? But he said, against the president, the unconstitutional lawfare, against President Donald J. Trump, really. I will be, he went on to say, he said, I will be filing, he said, I will be filing suit against the state of New York for their direct attack, which is 100% true, on our demon mockery, democratic or whatever you want to call it. I call it demon mockery, democratic probably. You know what I'm saying, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? I would switch that subject right there to, I will be filing a suit against the state of New York. You know what I'm saying? For direct attack on our country. You know what I'm saying? Process, our country's process, through unconstitutional lawfare against the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Trump, you did. Bailey wrote in a post on social media platform X, and I hope he pursues that by all means, because we need to see some clearing up, because if the suit goes down and you have a court case and investigations can be brought forward as well. The move comes nearly a month after a Manhattan jury convicted the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, on 34 counts of falsifying business records in New York hush money. You know what I'm saying? Trial. It's a stupid trial. It's a cornball, corn orders, not one of the brews in the witch's pot that brought forth their most so-called, convictions, that they could say that they would have a conviction, you know what I'm saying, in itself. You know what I'm saying, to scandalize the great Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, in all ways. Like I said, it could have been any other president with the same, it could have been Donald, I forgot his name, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get a little mixed up, but you know what I'm saying, the VP, the rising VP, you know what I'm saying? Brian Donalds, I think is his name. You know what I'm saying? It could have been him. What if he was in the presidency and so forth and was doing for the people and yada 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 yada? Could you imagine what he would have went through as a black man? Or it could have been another white guy or whoever else that was doing the proper things for the United States and this country as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And putting that forward first and doing all this and that, and you know what I'm saying, and even weeding out the corruption and the garbage that affecting the people every day across the planet Earth, and in its global effect as we see. You know what I'm saying? Many people want to spy and listen and do all types of things, but that shit ain't going to do no good, because these people are still stuck on the same ideology that they was on many years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just being done in more different ways with lion tongues of abomination, because many of them are seeking, the wrongful ways. But, in itself, you're talking about 34 counts of falsifying business records and hush money and all that bullshit. That really doesn't hold much water to me in a court of law, or to be this far drawn out to where you are counting out 34 falsifying 34 business records. Well, we would like to know what those business records were that he falsified. As you say, he falsified so much, we would like to see the proof of those records and what the records contain. You know what I'm saying? Falsifying business records, you know what I'm saying? Because they did put a lot of shit up there, but to me, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? A case like this should not have went this far, all the way to a showboat of the beast itself coming down on Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm saying? To say that you have any type of conviction at all. You know what I'm saying? But we went on to say falsifying business records in New York hush money trial. You know what I'm saying? The verdict made Trump the first president. Listen to this. The verdict made Trump the first president in U.S. history, you know what I'm saying, to be convicted, you know what I'm saying, of a felony crime. Uh, that's a lie. Many of them was convicted of crimes against humanity. Let's just be honest. And as far as I see the Mayor Minister Farrakhan is forging forward of his legacy. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan, I see, is pushing forward, and he knows. and I see. But you just wanted to say that he was convicted of a felony crime historically, so everybody could have that in their head and it could be some bullshit. Nobody, and nobody out here who can clearly see what has taken place is going to sit there and tell me that you're going to let, say, them put into your head that a hush money trial over covering up money he paid to a porn star, you know what I'm saying? And this is a case, you know what I'm saying? Even Democrats that stoop so low, you know what I'm saying? They probably be licking dirt and acting like a worm, and you know what I'm saying? With their wicked aids. But you know what I'm saying? You let them put into your head the verdict made Trump the first president, you know what I'm saying? Fuck your father, the president, this trial, this verdict made Trump the president of the United States, you know what I'm saying? In history, the first president in U.S. history to be convicted of a felony crime. Yeah, nah, that's a lie. Because many of y'all should have been put into jail, in the dungeon, hit the dungeon floor, go through that floor and hit the next floor and keep on going. You know what I'm saying? The crimes and the shit that y'all have done in this country, you just wasn't convicted for it. But in the minds of the wise people on planet Earth, you'll say you have been convicted, and that's just the way it is because you know what I'm saying you sitting up there with the elected power of our government to be able to do straight garbage. You see, let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? The state of Missouri, you know what I'm saying? The state of Missouri and the voters of Missouri have a sovereign interest in having access to that means of having physical access and physical access to and hearing from the presidential candidate for the top office in the United States government. Bailey told Fox News during an appearance on Friday. You know what I'm saying? And Bailey argued, you know what I'm saying? He argued in more ways than one. He argued the New York verdict denies Missouri access to their chosen presidential candidate. Millions and millions of Missourians, you know what I'm saying, have voted for the President Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying, Trump you did, and deserves the ability to hear from him. We can't let the state of New York, you know what I'm saying, deny Missouri the access to to that candidate. Bailey said during the appearance, you know what I'm saying, no, he Bailey said later during the appearance, in more ways than one, he right. You know what I'm saying? While Bailey believes that the Manhattan conviction would be thrown out, eventually it would be too late. It will still have interfered with the 2024 election, he said, which is true. You know what I'm saying? But the people shouldn't let that interfere with anything to do with the fact of voting for your candidate or having access, and Mr. Bailey needs to push forward for Missouri that Missouri have a clear access to vote for the candidate of of their choice for the United States. You know what I'm saying? Top commander in chief of the United States, and no constitutional laws should be rejecting that right in any constitutional form. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be straight bias and not in the Constitution, and bias in the courts and bias all around to even have this man be able to even make a statement, you know what I'm saying? Because the following remarks also follows Bailey, you know what I'm saying, testimony before the House Judiciary Committee last week, you know what I'm saying, on the illegal uh, uh, prosecution execution of the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. You know what I'm saying? This is a strategy attack against a President of the United States, you know what I'm saying, against our current candidate for president and against the values we as a nation place on our system of government. That's a true saying, 100%. He said before the House committee, the term or the using of the word in itself, in the term of the word, you know what I'm saying, lawfare, while, you know what I'm saying, app, I guess while the app fails to adequately, you know what I'm saying, convey the moral uh, depravity, I guess, the moral imperatives or whatever, the disparities or whatever, I guess more ways than one. You know what I'm saying, in the underpinning this strategy attack. You know what I'm saying, in underpinning this strategy attack. The Hill, you know what I'm saying, has reached out to Bailey's office and New York Attorney General office to for comments, and I guess still waiting on the comeback as well. But as we see it, you know, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We cannot let these type of things, and this gentleman that's placing the suit needs to go ahead and put that suit in, and because we needs to know about many things that needs to be okay. Wow. Many things that needs to be clarified in many ways. You know what I'm saying? We have too many different people in our government that seems to be doing, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot these days. You know what I mean? In many ways. And it's just the way it is, basically, you know. Even when we look at, you know, Trump said he has decided on running, he has decided on his running mate, you know what I'm saying, the prep heats up. You know what I mean? We'll see, you know, we'll see if Trump has made the right choice, because the choice that Trump makes means a lot. Because if we look at, even when we look at Obama, and he came into whatever con artist, slick ass, bullshitical game that he played, and he got elected, you know what I'm saying, crooked mouth, that when he left us with a tyrant. He left us with damn near dictator. You know what I'm saying? That's being controlled, we know by who, you know what I'm saying, within. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, within our government. You know what I'm saying? So we know who's controlling him and how it goes. But when Obama left out, he left us this idiot. So, you know, I mean, when Trump leave out, if he has 4 more years, we have to respect those 4 more years based on the fact that who's going to take Trump's place. Many will say, well, we'll worry about that when we get there. But we can't afford that mistake anymore. You know what I'm saying? So us being on point from year to year, early in the year, because see, this is the many strategies that they want to use in order to claim victory over our election, you know what I'm saying, and breaking the rules and cheating and carrying on and early mail-in ballots and all the bullshit that they do, you know what I'm saying, and then they have certain black community leaders and many people in the media that's being controlled by these people within, you know what I'm saying, and constantly attacking the Republicans or good Republicans who's trying to do a fair job or a good job for its country, you know what I'm saying, in more ways than one. This is how we ended up with 47 years or better of just straight demon Democrat in the White House the whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? But Trump said he has decided on his running mate. Okay, Trump. With the first 2024 general election, you know what I'm saying? We see here with Trump. Hold on 1 second, people. We see here where the 2024 general election presidential debate days away, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, said he has decided on his VP pick. You know what I'm saying? Creep Joe Biden, wanna be broke back bitch, pedophilia ass, is is prepping at Camp David. Okay, you know, see topics like inflation, immigration, and abortion's rights. You know, see, and likely to take center stage on Thursday. NBC News Dash Burns reports. Okay, you know what I'm saying, but we don't need to go down no long-winded bullshit in no shape or form. The debate must be 100% no con game, because see why he over there Camp David. While he over there Camp David, you know what I'm saying? And when they got him hooked up to a machine, juicing him up. We see Donald Trump say he can drive with no stopping from New York to Los Angeles, and I believe that the man still you tried to put him in a incompetent position like Creep Joe Biden is doing, but nobody ain't going down the road with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? In no shape or form. We see Ronnie Jackson demands Creep Joe Biden submit to a drug test during debate with Trump. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because this is the foolishness that we have to really put up with in our government when it's about clearing out many things. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use all these different measures, you know what I'm saying?